Thank you so much, Sean. Really appreciate your support and powerful words. We absolutely are taking the fight on to DTE. We are setting an example here that can be followed by other people across the country. And the situation has never been more dire. And as the situation worsens, we see people languishing, waiting on the coming crisis. We're currently debating whether we should or should not fund fossil fuel subsidies at the national level. It's going through the House Reconciliation Bill right now. This is ridiculous. The urgency simply isn't there at the level that we need. Our elected officials are letting us down time and time again, and that's why I think it is just so wonderful, unique, and rare to have Jeff Irwin and Yusuf Rabi over here who have supported this campaign from day one. They have been instrumental in pushing us this far, an excellent resource and a wealth of knowledge, and an absolute asset to the community. So without further ado, I want to welcome up Jeff Irwin to speak. Thank you.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you, Greg. Thank you for the introduction, and thank you for all the great work you've been doing with Ann Arbor for Public Power. And thank you to everybody for showing up tonight. It's a good turnout. It's a great evening, and it's nice to see all of you and be out here outside enjoying this after what we've been through the last couple years. And I just want to start by saying that I think we're all here. We all know that we're in the throes of a climate crisis, and we need to act boldly and we need to act quickly. And for some of us, and I see a lot of folks around the park here who've been working on these issues for a lot of years. For some of us, we've been at this for a long time, and it's way past time for action. And so when I saw the Ann Arbor A20 plan come out, I was excited about that. I was really proud of our city council, and there are many city council people here. I want to give them credit for supporting that A20 plan. It is a bold plan to dramatically reduce our carbon footprint here in Ann Arbor and to do everything we can to contribute to the fight against climate change. But when I look at that plan, I know that we're never going to be successful with meeting the goals of that plan if we continue to rely on a dirty, outdated, expensive utility that has been dragging its feet for far too many years through all these battles to try to get them to come to renewable and cleaner energy. And so when I look at that plan, I think, yes, I'm delighted that council has endorsed this plan. I'm proud to be a citizen of this city. I think it's an important plan. I think that the community can benefit from it in many ways, but I unfortunately don't think we can get there relying on our local utility. And so when some folks from DSA and other groups started to reach out to renew this conversation, because it's not a brand new conversation, this has been bounced around for years. When they reached out to renew this conversation about what could we do here in Ann Arbor to have cheaper, cleaner, and more reliable power, I was immediately interested because I look around the whole state of Michigan and I see plenty of communities. Half of the people in this nation and over 40 communities here in the state of Michigan already have municipal electricity authorities. In fact, we have a municipal authority in Ann Arbor for water. It's not a radical idea. It's been done time and time and time again. And you know what? It's been done successfully. If you look at these communities across the state of Michigan, and Sean was just talking about Board of Water and Light, but it's not just there. It's in Marshall. It's in Holland. It's in Traverse City. It's all over the state. It's in Wyandotte. You know, when you look at these communities, there are three big things I noticed that is a common thread. Their power is cheaper, and not just a tiny bit cheaper, quite a bit cheaper. In Chelsea, I think they pay 11 cents a kilowatt hour. Chelsea. Their power is cheaper. Their power is greener. They tend to employ more renewable energy. Why? Because they're accountable to the people. And their power is more reliable. And when I think about the three things I'm looking for out of my electricity service, those are the three things, right? And so if we look around the nation and we see half the country doing this, we look around the state, we see over 40 communities enjoying cheaper, greener, more reliable power. You know, it's easy for me to stand up here and say that we owe it to the citizens of Ann Arbor and the future citizens of this earth to examine this opportunity, to figure out what the cost benefit is, to find out how much cheaper would our power be if we did it on our own, how much greener could it be, how much quicker could we get to these climate change goals, and how much more reliable could our power be. And so that's why we've joined together, and Ann Arbor Public Power has really been the leader in pushing for the city to really characterize this opportunity. Because every time I hear someone say, wow, that's a big idea. Can we afford that? My response is always, I don't think we can afford not to do it. Not just for the health of our climate, not just for the health of our planet, but even for our monthly bills. This is not an idea that is going to end up costing the people of Ann Arbor more money. You know, the question I always want to ask is, how much could we save? How much greener could our power be? How much more reliable could our power be? That's the goal that we need to get to. And so, you know, Sean spoke eloquently, I think, about what we're up against. This is a big, big, big idea, and that's why I'm glad to see so many people here, because we're going to need a lot of partners in this fight. This is a long, difficult road, but it's a worthy fight. It's a worthy fight, because if we're able to win this, not only can we realize our A20 goals, not only can we and have lower bills that mean a lot to low-income people, in particular our seniors on a fixed income, but we can also, by having municipal authority, we can democratize power delivery in this town. And what that means is that all of us who for years and years have been going to rallies and saying power to the people, this is literally power to the people. And so I'm proud to be here. I'm excited to be on this road with all of you, and I welcome back Greg to the stage.